في إطار الجولة التي يقوم بها رئيس الاتحاد الإفريقي لكرة القدم دكتور باتريس موتسيبي، استقبلت الجماهير الرياضية بجنوب السودان ماتسيبي وبحضور رئيس اتحاد جنوب السودان لكرة القدم أغوستينو مادوت وأعضاء مجلس إدارته، والتي تأتي زيارته إلى جوبا للمرة الأولى. وعقب وصوله مباشرة مطار جوبا، صرح رئيس الاتحاد الإفريقي باتريس موتسيبي بأهمية الزيارة في إطار التعرف على الفرص الاستثمارية في قطاع الرياضة في جنوب السودان.
The President of CAF, Dr. Patrice Motsepe, we are really very happy, and on behalf of South Sudan Football Association and behalf of football fraternity, it's a great day for us and a historical day for our President for first time to come to South Sudan. I think this is your home. You are most welcome to your home. And of course, having rain today and this weather, it means that you come with all of blessing. And of course, it's an honor and a pleasure deciding and programming to come and see the South Sudan football development. And I think it's a good gesture from you. We hope with your passion and eagerness to see that football is developed in Africa. We are the youngest association in the continent, and we are much as a father of Africa football. It's a great honor to come and stand and see what we are doing here and how we can support football for the betterness of Africa, for unity of Africa, for peace of Africa. So you're most welcome, and these are your people, and we are really more delighted on behalf of everybody here in South Sudan.
It's wonderful to be home. It's It's an honor to be here, and I want to start by thanking my brother, the president of football in South Sudan, for the very good work he's doing, the leadership he's providing, the hard work, and you can see the progress in football, which is the most popular sport in South Sudan and in Africa. Today, we'll be having meetings with the minister, with the president. The focus is on football development and to make sure that this great country that has got so much talent, some of the best football players in Africa, grows, continues to do well. And we want South Sudan not just to do well in Africa, but we believe South Sudan can in future be one of those African countries that goes to represent us in the World Cup. Football is a unique sport. It's about showing the rest of the world the talent and the capability of our people on the continent. It's also about bringing our people together. In many parts of the continent, when the national team plays, everybody's united. And when the football team from that nation plays, everybody is united. And we also see football as a very important instrument, a very important tool to bring Africans together, to bring all our people together, to trade together, to build economic ties, also to build political ties, because the success of South Sudan is the success of the whole of Africa. We also want to teach our young people through football to embrace the concept of African unity, the concept of all Africans coming together and working together and growing together in football, to develop football amongst our young boys and amongst our young girls, but also for economic development and growth, and to encourage every young person. When you look at your football players from South Sudan succeeding, the young girl and the young boy looks at them and says, look at how well they are doing. I can also become a doctor. I can also become an engineer. The world now is about technology. So we also use football to encourage our young people to say, go and study science and mathematics and engineering and technology, and let football and our economies become part of the economies of Africa and part of the economies of the world. So I'm very excited. There's a lot of good work. And it's also here to encourage partnerships, because football does need sponsorships. There are many companies that do very well. The businesses that I'm associated with do business in 40 countries in Africa and in other parts of the world. And whenever I visit a country, I encourage the business people to say, we want you to grow and succeed, and we also want you to partner and sponsor football. Because when you partner and sponsor football, you are part of the ambitions, the dreams, and the aspirations of the people of Sudan. And one of my very important messages as well is to thank the government of South Sudan for the support they've been giving to football, and ask them to give more. We know that there are constraints, budget constraints, and we also know that there are challenges about health, challenges about housing, challenges about education in every country in Africa. We recognize that. But we also recognize that we have to invest. Together, we as CAF will contribute. We've just announced that we'll be launching a very important competition called the African Super League. And part of that process, we are busy now, we'll be launching it in Tanzania. And part of the plan is to give South Sudan $1 million as part of the negotiations every year. Because $1 million American for every country in Africa could help with resources, with infrastructure. Many of the staff members in our offices get paid very small money, little money. and they've got families to maintain. So we want to be competitive and pay them decent salaries. And we also want more money in South Sudan for football development, our young boys, our young girls, the stadiums. One of the problems I have is too many African nations play their football outside their country. That's unacceptable. That's totally unacceptable. We have to work together, and we as CAF have to take the lead. If any country in Africa does not have a stadium that fulfills the requirements of CAF and FIFA, it's not only a failure of that country, it's our failure. And we have to work together because we need our people to come to the stadiums in South Sudan, support their heroes and support football. So I'm very excited, I'm very confident this is going to be a good meeting. I was in Ethiopia yesterday, I flew in from Ethiopia. We're going to spend the whole day here at home because I'm home. And also remember, Nelson Mandela used to teach us and say, always remember that the freedom of Africa, in fact, the freedom of South Africa, came because of the sacrifices of the people of Africa, the sacrifices of the people of South Sudan, and the people of the rest of the continent. So we always come here with a sense of gratitude, but also with a sense of deep commitment and a sense of history. So thank you so much. Keep watching South Sudan football. I can assure you, you will be proud of the wonderful work that my brother is doing, the wonderful work that the leadership is doing, and we will together see how South Sudan is indeed going to become one of the best football nations in Africa. And part of our plans is we believe that with the talent we have, we can compete against the best in the world. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here. Thank you very much.
عقبها غادر ماتسوبي مطار جوبا إلى مقر اتحاد جنوب السودان لكرة القدم. التقى مع أعضاء مجلس إدارة الاتحاد والتي شرح لها ماتسوبي العديد من الصعوبات التي تواجه الرياضة الإفريقية، كما استمع ماتسوبي لتقرير عن الأوضاع الرياضية في البلاد. بعدها التقى رئيس الاتحاد الافريقي لكرة القدم بوزير الشباب والرياضة دكتور البينو بول وبحضور رئيس اتحاد جنوب السودان لكرة القدم أغوستينو مودوت. وقال وزير الشباب والرياضة أن الوزارة على استعداد للتعاون مع الاتحاد الافريقي واتحاد جنوب السودان لتنفيذ سياسات الاتحاد الافريقي لتطوير الرياضة في البلاد.
We have received His Excellency the President of African Football Federation, Dr. Patrick Mustafi, who is visiting our nation this morning, and it is a historical moment, and we have shared a lot regarding to how we can develop sport in South Sudan. Since his election last year in Morocco, he has put South Sudan in his heart, and as a South African citizen, he reminds us always about those historical relations that we have been connected to people of South Africa. With his coming today is an indication that he is ready to support our sport, and I'm happy he has expressed his willingness to support the sport activities in South Sudan, especially the football, and I will be grateful with his help also to push our issues with FIFA and the African Football Federation. So on behalf of the Minister of Youth and Sport and on behalf of the young people across the nation, Dr. Mustafi, I'm very pleased and honored to have received you here, and I want to give you our special thanks and appreciation for unwavering support you have been supporting us since your coming to the office, and also the good cooperation you have been creating with General Madouad, the president of South Sudan Football Federation. I'm pleased now that South African people are still standing firm and supporting the Republic of South Sudan, and because sport is very important, because sport is investment, sport is a soul healing tool that we can use to rehabilitate and reintegrate back our young people who have been traumatized through war. So it is our great privilege to have you in our country. We are very pleased and honored to have received you. And thank you very much, and may God bless you and bless our sisterly two countries, and also bless the whole of continent of Africa, and may God bless you.
The national team and football in our country, South Sudan is home. And when I'm here, I remember the historic ties, but also I recognize that we have a duty in terms of the whole of the continent. Today is the focus is to focus on specific areas where our partnership, our cooperation can contribute towards the development and growth of football amongst our youth and football at all levels. I also want to thank my brother, the president of the South Sudan Football Federation, for the leadership. I met some of the EXCO members, and the enthusiasm and the passion. Part of our challenges is resources, and we are committed from CAF, and I actually also want to thank FIFA for their contributions. And we are focusing from CAF. I mean, we've announced this African Super League that we are launching, and we are engaged in very good discussions with sponsors and partners. And part of that process is to allow every African football nation to receive, and in this instance South Sudan, to make a humble contribution of $1 million American dollars every year to help with infrastructure and resources. So I leave here very positive, lots of challenges, but more than the challenges, lots of positive attitudes, commitment, and confidence that together with our government, with my brother the minister, and I will be meeting our head of state later this morning, with our people in Sudan, South Sudan, as well as with our president of football here. We will make South Sudan football amongst the best in Africa, as well as amongst the best in the world.
Without government, football cannot develop. As well, also without CAF, football cannot develop. So these are the key aspects of our national association to develop, and I think with this understanding, we have hope of South Sudan Football Association that we are in the right direction with the support of the government, as well the coming here of His Excellency Dr. Motsepe is coming for this direction, and show to us that he's committed in supporting us and pushing us, and as well showing the passion and compassion that this young one and young talent should be developed. And the president of CAF is here to visit us as South Sudan Football Association, as well as to see the government, the minister, and His Excellency the President, and we'll also go and see the Pan Africa school champion, and as well also check the stadium. And this is a very busy schedule, but he's able to make it, and we thank you for coming. And also we thank our minister for receiving you in his office, and we hope working together, I think, will achieve a lot, and South Sudan will be great to all. Football of South Sudan will be great to all people of South Sudan, and is a pride of our nation.
بطولة عموم إفريقيا للمدارس الابتدائية والتي ينفذها اتحاد جنوب السودان لكرة القدم تأتي بعد المشاورات التي تمت بين وزارة التربية والاتحاد جنوب السودان. البطولة اللي شرف افتتاحها رئيس الاتحاد الإفريقي لكرة القدم دكتور باتريس موتسيبي كانت بمثابة الانطلاقة الأولى لبطولة الشباب تحت سن 15 عاما بالبلاد.
The Pan Africa school champion, who's representing our General Secretary, Mr. Brown, who was supposed to be here with us, but due to different reasons, he didn't make it to be with us. So we recognize her presence. Today is a very important day for us as South Sudan Football Fraternity, as South Sudan Football Association, as South Sudanese who love sports, who love football, who love unity, who love peace. We are being visited by our president, our able president. He decided to come today to be with us and share this movement. And then he said the launching of Pan-Africa Championship, the school championship, he must be there to kick the ball off. And we are very lucky. It's unique. These are very few countries that went and make a kick-off of this championship. We really thank the President of CAF for initiating this important of realizing Pan-Africa, that we need to start educating our young ones from schools. This is where we give a civic education that Africa is a continent, Africa is a place that the generation need to love, is a continent need a generation to maintain it, is a continent need to be maintained in peace and unity. And that's why he initiated to start at the school level, so that we don't always, when our elders, our fathers of this continent started, those of Nelson Mandela, those of Lumumba, and name them, those of Agustina Neto, and name them, that the generation should not forget. These are history and continuation of history. If it is not in politics, then we put it in football, and that's why we have this. So, Mr. President, we thank you very much for initiating this for us, and I think the generation to come will remember this. We will continue this championship uninterrupted. We are here to enjoy and see our young one playing, and you can see the football can bring the young to happiness, and no child can grow well with discipline without happiness. So we keep thanking you, and God bless you for having these more brilliant ideas. And of course, Your Excellency, you can see these are only the 14 million of South Sudanese who play football. This is the only place that they play. And it is good that you have come and see yourself, not in our reports. It's something that you can witness, and you can see our South Sudanese youth, they like football. So that is a message you speak alone, not by any report from your member association, but it's something that you stand in it and you watch yourself, but you can see also the children are very happy of your presence. I want just to recognize my brother, the President of Rwanda. You can stand up so that they see you. You are most welcome. Rwanda is a sister country. Of course, our relations is very high, and we thank him for joining our President of CAF in this journey, and wish you well. I don't want to take more of the time because the day is there for our President. I want to take this opportunity to welcome His Excellency, the President of CAF, to come and address the children here who are just now enjoying the football. Please, you are most welcome.
Thank you so much, President. When you were talking about the minister, they scored a goal there, and they were all very excited. So now they're scoring another goal. So it's a good sign that football is developing and growing in our beautiful country. let me just say it's a great honor for me to be in South Sudan. When I landed this morning, I said South Sudan is home. Africa is home. Today, we are all citizens of South Sudan. And I want to start by expressing my deep gratitude, but also my pride. And I know I speak on behalf of the leadership of CAF in the 54 countries who are members of CAF, to say to my brother, who is the president of South Sudan Football Federation, thank you for the good work you are doing. Thank you for the work of your vice president and the whole leadership. Can you please clap hands for the leadership of South Sudan football for the good work you are doing? And the second thing is to thank my brother, the Minister of Sports. They call sports and culture, or just sports?
Youth and sports.
Youth and sports, that's right. We had a wonderful discussion with the minister. His inspiration, his commitment, his passion, it explains why football in South Sudan is really growing and doing well. And part of what we were talking about was this partnership between CAF, and I know that FIFA has done excellent work. We saw the FIFA Forward project, and I'm very proud and thankful for the work that FIFA has done, and Gianni Infantino. And also the partnership with the Minister of Sports and with our President and our government and the people of South Sudan. We will develop football for our young boys and girls in this country. This country has got some of the most talented football players in Africa, in the world, and we are confident that South Sudan football will grow, will be amongst the best in Africa and amongst the best in the world. Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here, and wish you all of the best. Thank you.
Thank you, Victor. Your Excellency, I have nothing to say, but rather than giving you special appreciation because you are the engineer behind this Young Stars Championship in Africa. I remember when I attended the first virtual conference with the president of South Sudan Football Association, and Your Excellency was online and others. You expressed your willingness and your plan to see the young people in South Sudan engage in sports. And this is what we can offer to our young people in order to raise a young patriotic generation who pay allegiance to the Republic of South Sudan, pay allegiance to the continent of Africa, pay allegiance to Pan-Africanism. It is a very pleasure to us as South Sudanese that Your Excellency hailed from South Africa. And we, the people of South Sudan, are very grateful for the wonderful job His Excellency the late Mandela and his colleagues did in the cause of our liberation. We are thankful for that, and please take our appreciation and our voice as the young people of South Sudan. We are here today as an independent country because of what South Africa and other African countries did in support of our liberation struggle. Your Excellency, your presence today here with your busy schedule indicates that you have indeed the Republic of South Sudan in your heart. And on behalf of the sport community, all the federations in all the 10 states and the 3 administrative areas, please take our appreciation and acknowledgement for the wonderful job you are doing. May God bless you and give you more wisdom to serve our continent. I want to say that, Your Excellency, you have seen the level of the stadium we have. And we are thankful for the great work FIFA is doing in Juba Stadium. We wish, and it is our humble appeal to your high leadership to make sure that this stadium also is being upgraded and other stadium in the Republic of South Sudan. Because when I listen to you in my office, you express your willingness to see sport infrastructure being developed in the Republic of South Sudan. We are very honored and pleased to have you in our midst. Welcome to Juba. As we are going to see His Excellency, the head of the state, he will tell you more on our behalf. So please welcome, and we are very honored to have received you today here, and may God bless you. And also I thank my brother, the president of football of Rwanda, who made it to come to the Republic of South Sudan. It is our pleasure. Please take our gratitude and greetings to the great people of Rwanda. We are very pleased and honored for what President Kagame is doing and what President Ramaphosa is doing in the sport field. So please take our message, and may God bless all of you and bless our beautiful continent of Africa. Thank you very much.
استاد جوبا الدولي كان له أيضا نصيب من زيارة رئيس الاتحاد الإفريقي، والذي وقف على سير العمل باستاد جوبا متمنيا أن يتم الافتتاح قريبا. رئيس الجمهورية سلفا كير ميارديد التقى بباتريس موتسيبي رئيس الاتحاد الإفريقي، وبحضور وزير الشباب والرياضة دكتور البينو بول ورئيس اتحاد جنوب السودان لكرة القدم أوغستينو مادود.
He is visiting South Sudan despite of his busy schedule to come and see the infrastructure and also to launch the Pan-African Primary School Championship, which has been sponsored by African Federation. And this is a very important launching, because this is where now South Sudan is going to discover all the talented young people that will represent and make the flag higher. And in a meeting, His Excellency the President of the Republic expressed his gratitude and happiness from unwavering support being handed to the Republic of South Sudan in terms of its sport.
In this country that has got so much talent and football amongst our young people, young boys and girls.
Of all South Sudan football fraternity, the South Sudan leadership, South Sudan football leadership, to give my thanks and appreciation to His Excellency the President Salva Kiir Mayardit, as well also the Minister of Youth and Sports, and for actually making it to my President, His Excellency Dr. Motsepe, who came to visit us to visit the association. And of course, it was important for the government. We put on our program to the government, and the minister took it over and to the office of His Excellency the President. And of course, the President welcomed us, and I think I'm very happy to feel that I'm supported, and the football is being supported by the government, and receiving my guest, His Excellency Motsepe. Again, I'm very happy that the President of CAF, Dr. Motsepe, visited us as one of the countries, and also to launch the Pan-Africa School Championship. And
في ختام الزيارة التي استمرت ليوم واحد، غادر رئيس الاتحاد الإفريقي لكرة القدم دكتور ماتسيبي إلى أوغندا في جولته الإفريقية.